Hey, what's up guys, it's Patrick, and this is episode 6 of Ascension Adventure, a PM series I'm doing where I try to get the Ascension Crossbows. If you're looking for a different episode, all the appropriate links are in the description. I highly recommend that you watch the previous episodes first if you haven't already. So I went to Tormented Demons this episode. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not very good at killing these. It's mainly because I'm inexperienced, like I literally haven't killed more than 5 of these before I started killing them for this episode. I mean, these things aren't necessarily easy to kill as it is. There's just so many things you need to pay attention to and do at the same time. For example, they can prayer switch, so I have to switch out my weapons accordingly just to damage them. And since I also put my abilities for 2 combat styles I use on the same bar, I'm constantly forgetting which abilities are on what keys. The second thing I have to pay attention to is what attacks they're using, because I have to prayer switch as well. Tormented Demons will hit like constant 1000s if you're not using the right protection prayer. To be honest, even people who come here a lot aren't that great at killing them. I see them do it in videos, and a lot of them end up using momentum. Like, I could do that too, it would make it so much easier, but I personally can't use momentum anymore because compared to abilities, it's way too slow for my liking. I think I can get used to killing these with a bit of practice though. I used to think Glaciers were hard when I first started fighting them, but now they're like second nature to me. But you know what? With the bad luck I had last episode and how much I suck at killing these, it was a good thing that only about 8 kills in, I managed to pick up a pair of Dragon Limbs, which are 22 mil. I think these are the most expensive drops you can get from Tormented Demons too. Let me tell you something, I don't get excited over a lot of things in RuneScape because, well, it's just a video game. Even when I got my comp cape, I was just like, yes, finally, and that was literally the end of my reaction. I flipped out over the Dragon Limbs though because it was just so unexpected. It was one of the most expensive drops I've ever gotten, and I've never killed more than 15 Tormented Demons altogether. You know, this has actually happened to me quite a few times. My first really expensive drop, this was back on the old account I had. I got Iron Dragons as a Slayer task, and I probably never killed more than 100 of these in total. And I got a Visage. Right now, some of you are probably thinking, but Visages are only a mil. I get a Visage at Queen Black Dragon like every day. Oh no, when I got this Visage, this was back in a time where Visages were actually about 32 to 33 mil, which also means this was back in a time where 32 to 33 mil was actually a lot of money. I think the Grand Exchange just came out, or like, it couldn't have been in the game for more than like a year at this point, maybe even less. The bad part was I actually almost left that Visage on the ground. At this point in time, I have never went bossing or done anything like that before where I can get some sort of rare, expensive drop. The only thing I did was Barrows, but I sucked at doing that, so I didn't do it too much and I never got anything. So because of all that, I wasn't really used to the idea of getting a rare drop. I barely even knew what a Visage was. Like, I knew it was expensive, but I didn't know what it was used for. I picked up the Dragon Bones, and I almost went to go kill another dragon. Then I quickly turned around, right-clicked the pile drops, and flipped out over the fact that I just got a Visage. And then another incident I actually talked about last episode, I got a pair of Ragefire boots from Glaciers, and it was during a double drop weekend, so I got 2 pairs. I gave you guys most of the details already last episode, but what I didn't tell you was that I don't think I've ever killed more than 20 Glaciers when I got those. So yeah, I tend to get rare drops very quickly, and then Jax likes to screw me for the next few hundred kills. That seems to be the pattern because I don't think I've ever gotten more than 2 or 3 Visages in total. To be fair, I haven't done Queen Black Dragon that much because Visages are a lot more common with her than other dragons. As for the Glacier boots, I did pick up a pair of Glavens last episode, but that was the only other pair I've gotten, and that easily took me like 700 plus kills. Now it's time to price check the loot that I've gotten throughout this series. If you add the amount that I have in the price checker with the amount I have in my money pouch, the total is 96 mil. And if you subtract the amount I had at the end of the last episode, it comes out to 22.8 mil. So that means I made 22.8 mil this episode. I know 22 mil of that came from the Dragon Limbs, but I honestly have no idea where the other 800k came from. But whatever. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.